Hi everyone, so in today's video we are going to draw and paint pomegranate. It is gonna be super simple, few simple steps and we are done. So let's start with the drawing first. So you can create any composition as per your choice. You can Google it and find out a better composition for yourself, but I'm doing something simple here. So you can create a string, then you can create a circle for a basic guideline, and you can also define couple of flower buds and leaves. So this is my pomegranate. I need to do more on that part. Now I am starting with the leaves. So for the leaf, it should not be very pointed, but more in a group kind of pattern you can create. So I'm creating a note, and then from that particular note multiple leaves are coming out. Couple of them are smaller in size, couple of them are bigger in size. So this is one group. Now I am creating one more here. Maybe we can keep all the leaves only in one direction. So these things you can definitely do, and you can also define a small flower as well. So for that you need a green structure and then a couple of petals coming from that particular area. Now for the pomegranate you just need to add one more structure at the base like this, a crown kind of shape you can do. I'm keeping very simple perspective, so I don't have to do much on these things, but you can try different other perspective as well, wherein we are seeing this crown better, but I want to keep it simple, so I have kept like this. Now let's rub all the unwanted pencil mark, and then we are going to start with the watercoloring. So we have different ways to paint. We have different types of pomegranate as well, so depend on what kind of pomegranate you want to paint, you will change the color accordingly. So I will show you 2 to 3 ways to paint it. So first you can start with the yellow color, and I'm going through my pomegranate area with this particular lemon yellow. So keep it little lighter, you don't have to be very dark when it comes to the yellow, and just go around the pomegranate area. You can also have some white space in between. We need a shiny area as well, so you don't have to paint throughout. You need a little space for the shiny area, so keep it blank. Now you can also blend the same thing with the help of clean water, so do not use too much color, but instead try blending this with the clean water and have little lighter color itself. So this is what I have with the help of yellow color, and make sure your sheet is wet or damp. Damp means not too wet, not too dry. And then in this particular wettened sheet itself you can start adding green color. So at the base of pomegranate, from where stem is attached, I'm adding little bit of green color into it. You can keep your pomegranate all red, that is also fine, but little bit of green is also okay. So I'm adding little bit of green, and I'm also going around towards upward side, creating some pattern of green into it. And then with the help of red color you can add red around the upward side of the pomegranate. So we have different stages of pomegranate as well. So in some stage you might have seen something like this, wherein we are seeing more green and lesser red. So you can have something like this as well, and you can just finish it more properly and you are done. Or else you can do some other steps as well, which we are going to do today. So I'm adding red, I'm adding green, and now it is looking something like this, which is great, I guess. Now keep the shape right and you can move to the next step. And with the help of dim brush, you can just blend these two color properly so that we do not have any hard edges. So blend it with the help of dim brush and clean water, and you will eventually see something like this. And this is also fine, right? This is also a shade of pomegranate, I guess. So until this, you can keep your pomegranate, or else you can move to the next step. So I'm blending it with the help of dim brush and clean water, and something like this we have, which is very nice to have. And a little bit of negative space is needed, so keep little negative space like this. Now let's move to the stems and the leaves. So with the help of green color itself, you can start creating the flower bird, the leaf, the stem, all the green element which we are seeing in this particular composition. So first I'm going with the flower. We have a big base of green with little bit of zigzag pattern at the base, like a crown, like we see in the pomegranate. And you can start with any green color. Always start with the lighter shade. When it comes to the watercolor, we always have to start with the lighter shade, and then you can keep adding more and more shades around it. So this is the green element. Then we have stems and leaves as well, so you can make your own green. I'm mixing lemon yellow and cobalt blue color to get a nice green shade, and I'm creating the leaf and the stem. So first you can start with only one shade, and you can simply paint all the area with this particular shade itself. So nothing fancy as such in here. I have also added more green around the pomegranate as well. Now I'm simply going around the leaf area, and you need to push your brush a little bit. You can have a nice leaf shape. You can do it either with the help of pencil first, like I did, and then just fill it with the color, or you can do directly with the help of brush itself, one stroke. Leaves are pretty much simple to paint. You just need to practice around how much pressure you need, and in which direction you need to move your brush, and that's it. And you can have multiple varieties of leaves with some simple technique. So it's totally up to you what you like to do. So I have done something like this here. I have already created my leaves with the help of pencil. I'm just filling those area with the help of green color, and this is not done yet. We are definitely going to do more. So this is the first layer. Now with the help of red color, you can create the petals, and you can simply create a group, the closed group like this. You can definitely have different perspective, but this one is the simplest one to do. And then you can have some darker color, lighter color strokes around it to make it look like this is a group of petals. Right now closed one. Now I'm adding little bit of blue into it, making it little darker, and then with the help of this particular green, which is quite different from the previous one, I'm adding folds around my leaf area. So when it comes to the folds, the simple way to paint is just go around the edge of the leaf and try to create different pattern like these. A triangle kind of pattern, but not exactly triangle, and we are adding these around the edge itself so that we can have a fold kind of pattern. So this is the simplest way to add folds. Now with the help of same color, you can have more texture around the stem area. You can add more line and pattern to make it more darker, and you can also go around the leaf area, creating the center line and creating some leaf vine, the pattern which we usually see into the leaf area. And you can also create some lines around the bird to have little texture around that particular area as well. Now I am adding more green into the leaf area, so just going randomly adding some patches of green like this. So don't overdo it, but little bit of lighter shade, darker shade, if you are able to see into the leaf area, it is better. So I'm done with the leaf, I'm done with the stems, and I'm also done with my flower bird. You can have little extra vines with the help of fine brush into the leaf area. And I think this much is enough for the leaf. Now let's move to the pomegranate. Either you can keep your pomegranate like this. It is quite a great, it is nice shade to have. Or else you can have red color, little diluted red color, and just go around the pomegranate everywhere except the blank space that we have for shiny area. So this method is called glazing, wherein we are glazing the whole area with the help of red color, and you will see a shadow because of green color previously. And this is nice whenever you like to have only red color into your pomegranate. You can do something like this, and then you can add more green about to it. And the green is not that visible, it is blended with the red itself because of glazing technique. You can glaze the whole pomegranate with green color also. So there are different ways to do the same things. So I did something like this, and I have also added a little bit of darker red around the flower area. Now with the help of darker color, you can add some lines like this. My sheet is still wet, so eventually you will not see these lines, and that is why I'm doing this particular step when my sheet is wet. So make sure what you are doing and when you are doing is something very important in watercolor. Now just blend it with the help of damp brush. I want to make it red, so that's why I did it, but you can do the previous version as well. And let it dry completely. You can use hair dryer as well to expedite the process. And then with the help of concentrated red color and fine brush, you can add dots of red around the shiny area and some other area as well to have some texture. So I'm adding these dots of red. You can also have dots of little bit of yellow, and you can also have dots of green as well. So wherein you want to have darker color, you can have dots of green. Wherein you have lighter shade or shiny area, you can add dots of red. And then with the help of fine brush, you can have fine curves around the pomegranate. So this particular step is something one should do, I guess, to have a better round shape. So visibility wise, it is better to have these curves which is very lightly visible. You don't have to overdo it, and the shade is also quite blending with the previous color. So that is something you can do. And I'm almost done with today's video. I'm adding more dots of green around the darker side, and that's it. So I hope this video is helpful, and please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me. And thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.